looking back on a 14-day fast, no food, and prepping for another. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A mere moments ago, I ended a 14-day fast. I'm now coming to you for the first time in a couple of weeks in a non-fasted position. So I'm coming off a 14-day fast, getting ready to do another one. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge. And let's talk about the effects of a 14-day fast. Let's talk about what it did to me. Let's talk about what it did through me. Let's talk about what it did for me. And maybe we'll talk about what it did to me. So I really didn't want to stop fasting. I did not want to stop fasting. Sandra kind of convinced me that I should stop. And I was in a zone. I was in a zone of euphoria. I was in a zone of energy. I was in a zone of revelation. I was in a zone, really a power zone, and a zone too, of course, because we were rising the chrism, the sacred secretion, on both Sunday and yesterday. So that involved fasting and does involve much meditation. And today it was interesting because my first meditation, not fasting, it was a little bit difficult. It was a little bit troublesome. It was a little bit, Sandra D in the house. Great to see you, my love. We don't want you fasting. You look amazing. We want you to just do it the way you do it. You're amazing, and you're my inspiration. And please just keep doing what you do. So I went 14 days, and I was very, very surprised. Thank you, InfoWars Love. I was very, very surprised that I wasn't hungry. Only once or twice during the whole time that I fasted did I get hungry. What are you going to eat when you do? I ate a salad with a little bit of meat on it, and that was how I broke my fast. And I feel good, but the food feels very heavy in my stomach. And hanging out with Sandra, being in love with her and spending time with her has shown me that we eat way too much food. Food is too big a part of our lives, and our bodies really need very little food. Now, my body, being 200 pounds, needs a little more than Sandra's, being 100 pounds. I'm not sure how much weight I lost, Colton, but I know that I probably lost at least 3 or 4 inches off my waistline. And to be frank with you, I was working out very heavily with the weights, so I'm not worried about the actual weight. I know I dropped a considerable amount of weight. I had to have, but I just, I'm not a scale person typically. So I know I lost 3, maybe 4, at least 3 inches on my waistline because I'm wearing pants. My normal pants that I was wearing, my shorts, my pants, they literally will fall off of me if I stand up. They literally fall off me. So I had some pants and shorts that I wore probably 3 or 4 years ago that I kept for some reason. And thank goodness I kept them because now I'm wearing them. My shirts hang on me. I have to get some I have to get some new clothes. I've gone from an extra large shirt. I could probably wear a medium, but it looked like it was from Baby Gap. So I wear a large, and a large fits a little looser than I would want it. I wish there was a size between medium and large, but that's what, maybe I should get an M Husky. But I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, let's just talk here because we're gentlemen and we have the same kind of thing going on. I'm telling you, all I did was consume distilled water. And I did have probably over the 14 days, maybe 4 or 5 muscle milk protein shakes. I mix them up at home with the powder, and I put it in some almond milk, coconut milk, something like that. And I know you're going to say it's cheating. Well, then don't do it that way when you fast for 14 days. But that's the way I did it when I fasted for 14 days. And just talking about the physical qualities, my stomach made the fat on my stomach tremendously dissipated. And gentlemen, when the fat in your midsection goes away, it helps the appearance of other things that you want to appear better. Let's just put it that way. So it helps you physically. It puts you into a place where your body begins to burn ketones. It's called ketosis. And the ketones burn hotter and more efficiently than carbohydrates. I didn't pass any parasites that I know of. It does. I did pass some stuff, though. Trust me. But I don't think there was any parasites in there. No flukes, no flounders, no eels, nothing like that. And the physical benefits are huge. You saw the energy I had. You saw the focus I had. You saw the creativity that I had. You saw the energy that I had. And that was straight up. I mean, I don't take any extra substances, no pharmaceuticals, no, illegal, illicit substances. It was just natural, ketone fueled excellence. And I was more clear, had great clarity of mind. I slept very, very soundly and very, very easily. It wasn't a difficulty at all. Of course, it never really as clean as a whistle, says Sandra. Absolutely, I am. And I think the practice of semen retention, though, helps, because my body, instead of those nutrients being expelled, I'm alone. I'm by myself over here. And I have committed to semen retention, except when I'm with my partner in sacred sexuality. So that helps, I'm sure. And I did practice urine therapy each and every day. Not a lot, but urine therapy. And I do believe that has a big deal, because as soon as you practice urine therapy, you get a rush of energy. And I just think it's powerful. I think it's helpful. And you can see what it's done for me. There's no doubt about it. You can see that I look better. You can see that I feel better. You can see I've lost tremendous amounts of weight. If I had to guess, on a 14-day fast, I lost at least 20, maybe 30. I'm not sure what I lost. When I'm in the gym, I can see that, my muscles pop a lot more. So I know that some of the fat, Peter North. I'm not sure who that is, but I have a feeling that it's not somebody that I should mention on the New Cosmic Knowledge channel. Not sure who that is, but I got a bad feeling. Anyway, and yeah, it was just very, very helpful physically. And I didn't feel hungry. The first 2 days were the toughest. The first 2 days were the toughest. I have, Colton, considered being a vegan. I've tried being a vegan. In fact, I was a vegan for almost a year. I was a vegetarian for a little over 2, but it just didn't work for me. I never felt optimal. I didn't feel bad, but I never felt great. And I'm at the conclusion reluctantly that I do need to have some animal protein in my diet. But like Sandra, I'm going to stop fasting, quote unquote, but I'm going to be eating 1 meal a day. I'm going to be intermittent fasting. I'll eat between 4 and 7, and that's it, because we eat way too much food. You don't have to get up in the morning and eat. You don't have to. You do that because you're programmed to do that. Sandra gets up in the morning. She has a cup of coffee. I get up in the morning. I have a cup of coffee. And there's something about coffee. I mean, coffee, sure, it's the caffeine, but coffee that, it's hot, it's very filling, and it has the, Sandra says she eats, oh, okay, I was going to say 3 to 4 meals a day. I'm like, what? No, you don't, woman. She eats 3 to 4 meals a week, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to eat one time a day, and then on the days, and this is, of course, after next month when Sandra and I are cohabitating, we will be fasting. Sandra drinks decaf. I don't drink decaf. We'll be fasting totally on the days that Sophia's not with us. When she's with her father, we'll be fasting on a regular basis. And then the days that she is with us, we're going to be doing intermittent fasting. And that is my new routine. And I expect to continue to lose weight. And starting next week on Wednesday, I'm going to go for 10 days again in a full fast, no food, because I love what it does for me physically. I'll be honest with you. I love the physical ramifications, the physical effects of fasting. 10 days the next time, and I expect the rest of my belly to be gone. And then maybe I can start working on actually getting some abs to pop or something like that. Jay will be excited about that. And that's it really for the physical aspect of it. I can't report even one detrimental physical, except sometime day 6, 7, 8, 9, I was detoxing, and some of them were urgent detoxes. Thank goodness there were rest areas in the area because I was on the road. But that's about the only detrimental thing that I could report. And I'll have a few days here to eat on an intermittent fasting ideal, 3 to 4, 4 to 7 daily, and then no more eating. And then 10 days next week, I'll let you know, we'll go from the 20th to the 30th on a 10-day fast. And if people would like to join me on that, I think there's some power in joint fasting and things of that nature. So if you want to join me from the 20th to the 30th, that's a Wednesday through the next Sunday, Wednesday the 20th through Sunday the 30th, I'd welcome you to join me on that. And I'd welcome your combined intention. Scotty's talked about it. Many of you talked about it. I'm not saying that you can go 10 days at the drop of a hat, but you could join me for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, all the way up to 10 days. So that'll be taking place next week from the 20th through the 30th. And I really expect, I do have some before and after pictures. I'm kind of reluctant to show them. I mean, why do I care? I'm not Jay Campbell. I'm not, Dr. Berg. I'm not Butter Bob or any of these people. So I don't know if I really want to go that route, but it's pretty freaking dramatic. The belly loss is pretty dramatic, and it's actually very interesting. So, but switching gears from just the physical benefits, and I would do it again just for the physical benefits, but the spiritual benefits were, to me, very profound. I received so many downloads, so many great ideas from the universe, so much intense communication from my higher self. It was amazing. I believe that it helped me in my relationship with Sandra to be more calm, to be less reactive, to be more patient, and to be more reasonable, to be more open-minded. Hey, Dan, we need to get you back on the channel here, brother. To be more open-minded and to be more willing to receive and open up. Sandra, you're so spiritual right now. You don't need to even worry about that. You are the most spiritual woman that I know. And it really is a powerful, powerful thing, physically and spiritually. Also, when I was in my meditation, it became and I'm going to interview a vampire, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to interview a young man. I believe he's in the UK. He's 19 years old. He says he's a vampire. I'm going to interview him, and we're going to find out about the lifestyle of vampires. Tomorrow, we've got Rocky, Stucci, and Sandra. We're going to talk about addiction and recovery at, I think, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And then the non-Italian rapscallion, Scotty Roberts, and I will be on for the consequential rapscallions. And then Saturday, high noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. here in the East, power couple, high noon power couples, Jay and Monica, Jay Campbell and his wife. And we're going to have myself and Sandra. So power couple Saturday, high noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. this time. So that's 14-day fast. I just finished. Physical results we went over. Spiritual results. In meditation, it was much easier for me to settle into the seat of myself. It was almost instantaneous. I hit the bell, and the bell, it goes ding, and it's like a singing bowl. It'll go on for 20 seconds maybe. And by the time that bell was done, I was already into my meditative posture, into my meditative place. I was, into the seat of self. So meditation's about quieting the body, quieting the mind, quieting the distractions. And I was able to quiet the distractions much easier when I was in a fasted condition. You could see the passion and the power that I was presenting information with. I believe that was a result of the fast. And you just settle into a deep knowingness. There's things taking place in my life, and some people are saying, dude, what are you doing? Are you crazy? And I just had this deep certainty, this deep knowing. And if you can fast for 14 days and your blink is telling you you're in the right place, doing the right thing at the right time, at the right speed, at the right rate, you know that you're right where you're supposed to be. And it's a calm assurance to know that you're in the very middle of the desires of the unit. You're in the middle of your great basic purpose. You know, you can be kind of on the peripheries of your great basic purpose, but when you're right in the center of your great basic purpose, it's amazing. David, Sandra is my meditation instructor. She took me from a dude that meditated 30 seconds trying to get spiritual, and now she's got me doing twice a day, 20 minutes. And it has transformed my life. If you want that kind of transformation in your life, contact Sandra at rawreflections.org, and it is a standalone website right now. Now let me show you. All you have to do is type raw, and you don't want to put this GoDaddy part on it anymore. You just want to do rawreflections.org, and boom, there you go, rawreflections.org. This is Sandra's site, her standalone site. You can always visit her YouTube channel by clicking here. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Let's get over 2,000 subscribers, PDQ, ASAP. And you can go to her website. You can find out about her story. It is an inside job, changing your life. You can find out about the counseling she offers and meditation instruction. And she says that meditation, along with her writing technique, has kept her sober. And these practices will take you on a journey of self-transformation that leads you to full liberation. Take the first step and contact her today. She does work on a donation basis. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that working with Sandra has transformed my life. Look at some of these testimonials. Anyone thinking about getting a session with Sandra should do it. She's great, easy to talk to, and has great advice and tools to help you. Thank you, Sandra D. And if you want to work with me individually, come over here to Unindoctrinate Yourself, New Cosmic Knowledge. You know, leverage my 36 years of experience and knowledge. If you want your MYSTECH bands, this is the place to go. If you want to get some of our other products and services, you can go there too. And I need to stop sharing my email. Sorry about that. And New Cosmic Knowledge. Don't want to violate anybody's privacy. And I, too, work on a donation basis, so let me know if you need some spiritual help. And if you want to work with both of us, and there's a lot of you that do, and we're filling up very fast, but you can go to Serpent and Dove here, find out what we do together, of course, on a donation basis. Drop us a line and let us know. And moving forward, we're only going to be answering emails from Serpent and Dove, from Raw Reflections, and from JeffreyDarty.com. We won't be answering any other emails. It's just become too problematic. So we're going to, let that hang on for, a couple months or something. No, maybe 6 weeks, maybe a month, but we're going to have to move out and into just those emails. It's just way too difficult and way too much of a hassle to try to do it any other way. So if you want to get with us, get with us. We're already booking out into the first week of July. We'd love to work with you. There's been some very powerful and interesting experiences already. I believe we've already helped a lot of people, and that's what we're here to do. So don't hesitate. If you'd like to work with us, let us know. August 1st is the deadline to cut off the other emails, and we just simply won't check them anymore. And you probably should. If you want to fast with me, you probably should check with your doctor. Yeah, there's Luke Ward. And Luke, I would like to talk with you. I'll send you an answer, a time, and we'll get together. Luke Ward is the gentleman I was talking about. I don't know if you wanted me to say that, but sorry, it's kind of out of the bag. Real air, real food, real water is awareness. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of a wrap up for the 14-day fast I was just on. And I wonder if a vampire would enjoy consuming the blood of a person that's fasted for 14 days. Or I wonder if it would even matter. Anyway, kind of an interesting thought. So stay tuned for more great broadcast excellence. We got a lot of great stuff coming your way. Jenny Moonstone, Magenta Pixie, Heidi Vandenberg, all coming up in the month of July. And it's going to be powerful. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started. So, and it's interesting how much I'm kind of way down, aren't I? It seems like my vibration is lowered from coming back and eating food. And this is something Sandra says all the time, that eating does lower your vibration, and it really does. It's just slammed home to me as a truth and a reality. And I think this long fast has allowed me to stumble onto some reality of we eat way too much food. And because we eat way too much food, we miss a lot of spiritual capital. We surrender a lot of spiritual capital. So thank you, InfoWars Love. So I continue to learn every single day from Sandra. That's really the reason that I'm with her, because she is such a help to me in my spirituality, in my physicality. And I appreciate you so much, Sandra. And it's a pleasure working with you and working with people with you. It's just a powerful thing. And we really are just getting started. Dan's lost 22 pounds since he saw me in Clearwater in December. I've lost, since December, Dan, a little over 40 since December. How funny is that? A little over 40 pounds since I met Sandra the first time. How interesting is that? We met December 17th, I believe it was, last year at Coral Castle. I was, over there, and she lives over there. So we met very platonically. No funny business. But I've lost over 40 pounds since that day. Very interesting to put 2 and 2 together. But I did lose probably 25, maybe as much as 30 pounds over these last 14 days. So it's worth it. It's powerful. It will help you. And if you want to fast with me next week, we're going to go from the 20th to the 30th, 10 days, water fast. Maybe you throw in a little protein drink every now and then. I do it carb free. That's my rule. And it works. It works physically. It works spiritually. It works mentally. It works emotionally. And there's a reason why all the great mystical people of the ages have employed fasting as one of their most powerful spiritual technologies. It works every time it's tried. And I would encourage you to give it a try yourself. I'll probably be back tonight with some more broadcast excellence. We need to get back into the operational manual for your mind series. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Some of you are probably glad I stopped fasting, because I stopped hollering and yelling and waving my arms at you quite so much. But you know what? A little passion is a good thing, and I guess a lot of passion might even be a better thing. Thank you to all of you. I salute you for being here, for seeking after truth. For Sandra D., I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is the New Cosmic Knowledge Channel. Please visit Raw Reflections, serpentanddove.org, jeffreydaugherty.com, rawreflections.org. We're here to help. And Wendy doesn't mind the hollering and the outside voice. I'm sure we'll be back to that in no time at all. Until next time, folks, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, reminding you to ask questions and question answers, reminding you to unindoctrinate yourself. And like Sandra says, it's an inside job, cousin. So let's get going.